Part 2, going to Castle Rock. Sorry about that. The phone ran out of memory. I think I got 512 gigs and running these drive videos at 20 minutes at HD. It really fills up the memory. So I'm on 2N10. Comes off of Big Bear there at Mill Creek Road, right above where the giant slide city is there, kind of middle part of town. Little west of Big Bear Sporting Goods, where you go into the village. It's kind of on that, right after you come up that big curve where the slide is. You make a left if you're going west. And like I was saying, this is a lumpy ass road, so you don't need four-wheel drive. You just got to take it slow and have some clearance. It's really lumpy, even down on the paved section. This ain't bad here. Maybe they ran a blade down this, but that first part, man. Don't have hot coffee or be eating hot soup, because you're going to be wearing it. And I saw there was no checkpoint. The evacuations have been lifted. I saw firefighters coming out, but I thought I saw a civilian vehicle, but they may have been contractors. Some of these guys deploy in their own POVs. I can usually tell because they'll have either some markings on their windshield with shoe polish, or they will have, I can see their yellow turnouts, or they'll have, you can see mag mount antennas. It's blue sky up here. There's a little bit of haze. They've really knocked that fire down. But Big Bear's like a ghost town. I think people, were evacuated, haven't come back, or they canceled plans to come up here. I hear a chainsaw going. Yes, sir. There's a vehicle parked there, and he's probably... They may be cutting firewood. I think she's cutting. They may be cutting firewood. It looks like a big old oak tree fell there. Yeah, they may have hear the chainsaw cutting permit. Looked like a female. Look, she waved back. She's up there doing the manly. Ain't nothing more manly than cutting firewood. Womanly. That's why we say firefighter now. I'm still old school. I get corrected. It's firefighter, not fireman. My old days was fireman. Yeah, that's a different. There's a map of where we're at. Great place to hit a turnout, have a picnic. Well, you know what? The forest is closed. That's right. You can't come up here because the forest closed. I'm up here under a media pass. I can legally be in here, but somebody was saying that they got towed. Hunting season's on and people want to go hiking. You can't go into the forest now, and it really sucks because I could see having it closed around the burn area, but 10 miles away, there's no threat. It really sucks to lose all our forest. They do this every year too, or every time, and they'll keep this closure on for a long time, which is just, to me, it's bullshit. A lot of people don't like it. The guys who are lucky enough to draw a deer tag, they've got BLM land, and that's it. There ain't a whole lot of BLM land in this zone. It's a D14 zone, and this is but you can't come up here. I keep talking about coming up here. This is mountain lion country, so keep your little ones close, real close, and watch your back trail. Cats are ambush hunters. They either and look up. They like to loaf in trees. They like to jump off rocks on those deer backs. And if you get knocked down, don't let them take you to the ground. If you can't fight it, one guy fended one off, or was it a woman, by poking it in the eyes. But once he gets his tooth into your spine, you're pretty much paralyzed. And I think this tough. Yeah, this is a left uphill that's kind of tough here, if I remember right. It was real lumpy and long sweeping left. Hold on. I could smell a little faint smell of smoke. Of course, that could be from the burn. It's going to smell, it's all black. I got a seat. Yeah, if I'm wrong, there was a big giant hole up here. She did a fire. Water tender coming up. Get out of his way. I think I just saw him come down. He went down for water, I guess. Big old water tender. Yeah, he's probably feeding engines up here. Whoa, he's full and he's. I was wondering where that water was coming from. I don't remember a seep over here, but it's him spilling. Actually, they fixed this part. This used to be a giant hole on this uphill. We'll follow him. We aren't too far. And I'm just getting down with knee surgery. Last time I was up here, I couldn't walk. It was before my knee surgery. I couldn't walk far. I just kind of stumbled around in the parking lot. Took some pictures and but I'd like to take some pictures of it. Bluff, everybody's asking about Bluff Lake and that Champion Lodgepole Pine. And I haven't seen anybody that's been in here that took pictures. I'm surprised that, of course, if you're not media or fire, you really can't be in here because it's all forest. And the forest is, technically it's closed at the forestry boundary. What I was saying was, there was a guy saying that they towed his buddy's car, they were parked in a forestry turnout. And they towed his car. Stratas. Yeah, they're running water up here. That's another water tender. So if you're parked even in a turnout, you ain't supposed to be in there. And if you ain't with the vehicle broke down, they're gonna say, oh, they're recreating. And they said he towed him. So, and you can also be cited. I know some deer hunters got cited. I think it's a federal site too, because this is federal land. Yeah, I would want to test that out. I'm sure it's a pretty stiff fine. Of course, it depends on the judge, but you get the wrong judge. And it's probably a pretty stiff fine. We should be getting up. It was a couple spur roads too off this that you could go off on. And there's some camps up here, private camps where you can't go up to the, can't go into the camps when it's open. But see these big rocks, the mountain lions love these big rocks. My buddy was, those look like, that's right, we're going to get some rain today. I was saying, I hope that ain't smoke, but it's the thunderheads building up. We got some storm maybe brewing up. See the thunderheads brewing? That's what kind of helped the fire too. The weather changed from 115 for 5 days or whatever it was. Actually, it was longer than that. And then in about 12 days, 13 days, was Tuesday. The weather flipped. The low moved in. The fog moved in. They had drizzle. Made it easier, on the firefighters for the heat. When the heat is, I just saw where a guy died in Deep Creek. Somewhere he was working. The guy, he looked about 40-ish, 50-ish. They said the extreme heat. He probably had heat. What do you call it? Heat stroke. It was up by Deep Creek, over by Silverwood. Yeah, I just saw that. I forget what he was doing. He may have been a ranch worker up there. He wasn't a firefighter. I think he was like a maintenance ranch worker. 115 degrees, yeah. You get out there and get dehydrated and don't cool down and get exhaustion and heat stroke. Hydrate. In fact, I've been a little slack on my hydrate. I've been trying to pound water today. Yesterday they even have little charts in the fire stations when you go to those, it shows like the 8 degrees of color of your pee, it'll say, take some water, and then, but get better, and then, see everybody lumpy ass, you can't see some of them. He's the way, he's going, yeah, if you take the road, whoa, there are some, sightseers. I don't think you're supposed to be in here because it's forest. That looked like another little couple probably in here hiking. Yeah, if you got caught hiking, I'll ask if I see anybody down here. But yeah, I would stay out because there's big trucks. It looks like they cut a lot of pine trees right there. I remember I got to take a right. There's a camp, and then I have to make a right past that. It's kind of off on a spur road to go to Bluff Lake. And there's some real dense areas in here, like if you like shady, real dense mountain, ferns, a little creek. We passed, I think, 1 or 2 already. I haven't seen a lot of, there's a trail right there. Might be a mountain bike. Yeah, you can mountain bike up in here. And there's a chipmunk. I haven't seen, for some reason, not a lot of deer or bear. I know they're here. You can see the tracks. Get up here before that guy dumps his water, turns around. Kind of curious where they're working. We're getting over to where the fire burned up on top by Inspiration Point. It got about a quarter mile from Bluff Lake, which was really close. Oh, there's some cool rocks over there. If you like boulder hopping or rock hopping, like Joshua Tree, there's a lot of these big rocks. In fact, what I was going to say about the mountain lions, my buddy was in on a search. The little boy at Hannah Flats, kind of northwest of Big Bear, above Fawnskin there. I went up and helped search too, and there was a family camp there, and they were looking out off these big rocks. They went back to camp. The little boy was asked to go get the keys or something. Then he disappeared, and they thought there was a mountain lion that grabbed him. So they brought my friend Jimmy in with his hounds, and Jimmy said there was a mountain lion. His dog's hounds picked up a mountain lion, but it didn't appear he had the kid or had killed the kid. So they looked, and God, we looked for weeks. And I think after about a month, the search died off. I still went up. There were several people that still went up and were just hiking there, just hoping maybe to pick up something. And they found his bones, the little boy's bones, maybe 5 years later. This is Water Central here. This is where it's happening. City of Reno. I'm gonna flip around here. See that DP6? That's a drop point. I like the little picture they drew on here. They drop points are like, say these guys need supplies, they need hose, water, whatever. The gopher guy, the utility, he'll come in here. Let me get a picture, and he'll drop it off here. Then the firefighter, like the boss guy for the crew, he'll come over here and pick it up. That way he doesn't have to go all the way back to camp, the fire camp. He can, come on, my photo doesn't want to, it's stuck on video. Here we go. Dozers. Man, I never seen so many dozers. A couple days ago, 3 or 4 days ago, over there below here, trying to keep it off the rapid extraction module. Huh. Paramedic. I wonder what that means. If I remember right, I'm trying to remember where I go. Yeah, see, they're picking up hoses. They're kind of mopping up, cleaning up and getting all the hoses. Oh, they got a bunch of porta potties up here. I'm trying to remember I think it's this way. Hey.